of Hallmark Mysteries.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Mysteries.
I'm Dan. Can we talk more about the puppies? And this is the
Deck the Hallmark podcast.
podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
You just spill it all over the
board.
soundboard.
Hey!
If you're watching on
Hey,
Philo.
suck on that, man.
Yeah, man. You dumb hick.
You're over there on Brand's team.
Well, now that I've seen the weapon that he has, he's okay. Come on.
Oh,
no! Is that what happened to you? Come on!
God.
And it goes everywhere. Soda everywhere.
Wow.
Wow. That couldn't have gone better.
Oh, man.
How about that? That's tough.
That is.
That's tough.
Oh, boy.
What a show. All right. Merry
What a
Christmas.
Big show, everybody.
Big
We all excited today? We're talking about a new mystery series, maybe? Family Practice Mysteries.
If we're in hell.
Yeah, man.
What's something that your family's practicing right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I had salmon for the first time this weekend on the grill, and I think I'm about to start practicing.
I was about to say, you've had salmon before. I've
Not
eaten
cooked.
sushi with you. But
Yes,
not cooked.
Aaron?
Yeah.
What'd you?
No, I just wanted
Okay.
Yeah.
that he's had
Yeah, I've had sushi.
So
salmon.
what does this have to do with your family?
I'm going to start practicing some salmon recipes.
You're gonna start practicing.
Yeah,
Did your
around the
kids like it?
house. Yeah, Ethan liked it. He took up my oldest. He said he loves salmon. He couldn't wait. He took a bite and he said that was enough. He only had one bite.
I love
So
salmon.
he didn't like it.
He
He liked the idea of it.
Yeah, I think we had a dry rub on there that was a bit strong for him. So if we maybe just some lemon or something. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna start whipping up some salmon recipes, and I'm pretty psyched.
He's gonna
about
whip
that.
them up, folks.
There
Yep.
you go.
So
Dan,
that's
what's
the
something that
practice.
your family's practicing right now?
You know, just some meditation, some
Yeah?
yoga. You know.
Your boys?
No, a little bit less of the
Little bit
yoga
less.
and meditation.
They have a different strategy.
That's right. Yeah.
They attack it from a different way.
Yeah.
Aaron-
They've been really wanting to shoot basketball lately.
Yeah.
And I know you think I'm just trying to talk about basketball, but
Oh, I love
you
talking
know
about
that I literally will never, ever tell my kids we're going to shoot basketball. We only do it if they ask. And they've been really asking a lot lately. So, you know,
Where do you shoot?
on the driveway.
You got a little hoop?
We got a goal out there, yeah.
You first step one. Here's how you pivot. Right.
Yeah,
Start
that's
with
a
the
basketball
pivot.
term.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
basketball
Very
term.
important one.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I try not to give any instruction. I try to just be like, awesome,
Keep your
cool.
whistle in your mouth?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
just
got you.
don't even bring it out.
If
right.
they miss it, they make them run down to
It's
the street
sometimes
and back.
it's tough when they
sprints?
just want to throw it behind their head, and I'm like, hey, try to shoot it regularly. But I don't. I'm
Dan's storming up and down the
yeah,
street. His
yeah.
face is bright red.
just doing the best I can here.
Brand, you practicing anything?
I'm practicing, just like, how to
Meditation and yoga?
how you're trying to get from point A to point B?
Yeah, man.
Like
how
in
do
life,
you-
is this
yeah.
metaphorical or
Yeah,
literal?
dude. Get through the day. Yeah.
That's right.
Take on
That's
the
right.
world.
I am
on the
practicing,
world.
I don't know. Nothing really.
Nothing.
Yep.
I'm trying not to
You
better
do
myself.
swimming?
Anyway.
Practice? Just
Not
strokes?
yet. I haven't
He
gotten
watches
in the
me
water
swim
yet.
is what
I
he
haven't
does.
gotten in the water yet this summer.
It's half mental.
You've been over a bunch, but you've not gotten
it's
in
not
the
quite.
water.
I will
not
swim.
warm enough
I will
for you.
swim this next week down
It
in
is,
Florida.
yeah, this Thursday.
and then
you're
I'll come
swimming.
back.
You're
It's gonna be
swimming
hot?
this Thursday.
You think so?
I
Today?
think so, yeah. I think the water's
Yeah,
going to be...
I'm swimming today.
Today. I think the
Today's
water's
the day.
going to be above 80, and that's really when it's...
Party
is
on.
your weather, yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Aaron, are you practicing anything right now?
I actually this weekend, last night, in fact, discovered a new religion. It is called Parlor Donuts.
God bless you. You get it.
And
Yes.
I am
You didn't just
practicing-
discover.
Practicing real hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, there's another religion, Christianity, that uses the Bible, and it talks about the new heavens and new earth.
Yeah.
What they're talking about in that particular religion is parlor donuts.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's true. Yeah.
It's not just a part
So what
of
I'm
it,
saying
it's
is
the
that
whole
if you
ballgame.
now
It's 2 Corinthians.
subscribe to Parlor Donuts as a religion, it's the next version of Christianity, is what I'm saying.
I think they're probably both one and the same.
Yeah, I think so too. All roads lead to the same. A rising tide carries all ships.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You guys ready to
You
talk?
were going to confirm that?
I
You with me there, Brian?
Yeah,
Oh, good,
it does.
Good.
I don't know a lot about nautical
That's
stuff.
a quorum.
Yeah.
Like
whole ballgame.
I don't know a ton about nauticals.
Yeah.
So
About nauticals?
nauticals, yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
right.
I need to get a new pair of nauticals.
They come in a 2-pack?
2-pack.
You think they'll ship them ground or aeronautical?
Aeronautical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to do, or is that about cover it?
Family Practice
use a
Mysteries.
little soda
Family
water,
practicing.
Family Practice Mysteries has been on Hallmark Movies now forever, right? Yes, it's just been out there. And it's been on Hallmark Movies now forever. It finally premiered on Hallmark Mystery Channel this past Friday, which is the date I was just looking at, the 17th of May. And one little something like this, the movie kicks off with these baddies breaking into I think like a medical storage room of sorts. They get out of there quick.
They're good.
Cut. That's the crime. Cut to the house of Dr. Rachel Hunt.
Come on down.
She has 2 teenage kids, Chloe and Matthew.
She also
They're
served.
twins. Are they twins? They're twins.
They're twins.
They
yes.
sure are.
And twins. And all that they want is a dog. But Mom's not having it. She's a former Army surgeon who's recently moved back to her hometown and now works at a family practice mystery. After work one day, she goes to an outdoor pet rescue to just kind of look at the dog. She bumps into this guy, Detective Jack Quinn. He's holding 2 cats. He barks out loud, talks about how great cats are. He's obsessed with cats. She gets back to work, and when she does, she's walking outside, and she sees this guy just walking his dog and falls to the ground. She gets to him and gets him to the hospital, and he's like, hey, would you mind watching my dog? Which she agrees to. And, like, I really thought this was going to be a big part of the movie.
Yeah, you did. You were all
I
in
was
on
like,
this.
great. It's not. No. So there is a patient of hers that isn't returning her phone calls, and so she goes to his house. She's very serious. It's a family practice. You know, we take care of our patients, and so she goes to see if this guy is, what's going on here. Walks in and sees he's dead. Dead-zo. Now this dude is perfectly healthy as a horse.
Did you say horse?
Yes, hello, Wrigley.
Hey, how's it
How
going?
are ya?
You know, all that talk about nauticals and practicing and stuff, I thought for sure I'd be included.
Rick, what are you practicing right now, buddy?
Dog sledding.
Wow.
Here in
Yeah.
Greenville?
No, I go to the Adirondacks. You know, Fitzy's does the annual Adirondacks trip. We do the dog sledding.
What?
Yeah,
Your
you have to-
bar?
Yeah.
What do you guys do that whole week?
The key is you have to have the smallest dogs possible to pull a sled.
Is that true?
Yeah, well, you have to. I mean, we're not gonna hurt them. We're not. We love dogs, but like last year, I had 50 Chihuahuas, and they spread the weight evenly over all 50 of them.
So 50 Chihuahuas is better than like 2 or 3 big boys?
No, but the rule of the Fitzy's Adirondack dog sledding is no one dog can weigh over more than 9 pounds.
Is it 10 or is it 9?
It's 9. They changed it in 27.
I see.
Yeah.
So, but you're still
getting
takes you
used to
a second.
it.
Yeah, still
This
getting
year, I
used to
think I'm going rat terrier. I think I'm going rat terrier.
Rat?
this year.
How many are you gonna need of
Rat
those?
terriers they are after it.
How many are you?
I think I'm going to go 60 rat terriers. I think so.
60
Yeah.
RT.
So you
yeah.
think 60 RTs are going to be able to carry your sled, and you're
With
like
me
what?
And my keg of
You're
beer.
what,
You have
two-
to drink a whole keg of beer.
Oh,
with
wow.
You're like 250. What are you?
How dare you?
Yeah,
First
that's
of
a good
all.
question.
What
First of
are
all,
you?
You're going to guess my weight right now?
No,
That's
I'm
what
not.
we're doing?
But I'm
We're
just saying
body
this-
shaming people here on Deck the Hallmark.
Oh, no.
This sled.
Unbelievable.
I'll leave that for Alonzo. All I'm saying is you're not a small guy, and the sleds aren't
Okay.
small, and you're having a keg. That's a lot. You think 60 RTs is enough?
I do think 60 RTs is enough, but Fitzy's won it 5 years in a row. He swears by the mini hairless Datsuns.
Fitz, I have to be honest with you. I didn't know that there was still a Fitzy's involved.
Yeah. Jonathan Fitzgerald. Fitzy. And he says, look, they're small but mighty. He gets 65 hairless Datsuns, and they pull look, he's a big boy. They pull him through all the decks, just like that.
All right. Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
When is it?
Next month.
Got it.
Snowy Adirondacks.
All right. Let's know how it goes. We'll check in on you. What's the date?
June 29th.
Oh, so it's really towards the end of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm training now, though. You don't hear the dogs in the background? I got a.
There you
That's
go.
rough. Yeah. I got a rat terrier. I
Aaron,
got a
could you in
Hillstop.
early July remind me to ask Rig how it went?
And I'll be
Thank you.
neck deep in Boss Baby Fest planning.
Go ahead.
at that
I'm
point.
sorry, Aaron. What's that?
How early in July?
I mean, it's June 29th. We're probably not going to be able to get him until the first
Most
week of
small dogs,
July.
It takes them a week. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to make you. What do you think, July
If I'm
8th?
not back by July 7th, something's going wrong with me.
Let's
or
check
dogs.
in on him on July 8th. Let's do that. I think that's probably the best move.
Yeah,
Thank you. You can hear the pages turn. Yes. All right. So what are we trying
luck,
to
Rig.
say
This
here?
is one of the few things that Riggs ever talked about that I want to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Can
invested
you
in this.
imagine 60 hairless Dachshunds just
You know what?
full
You know what
bore?
sucks about this is he finally has something that he knows we're interested in, and it's not for another month and a half. This is cruel.
This is typical.
We're not
Rig.
going to get another update until
There's no
mid-July.
snow in June? Like there's no way.
There's no way.
I think he was lying.
No,
You wouldn't
no,
make
he
it
wouldn't
up,
do
right?
that. He wouldn't do that. Riggs a lot of things. He's not,
Not
a
a
liar.
liar.
Sure.
He's not a liar.
No. Questions.
So you might be wondering
we're in the
what's
synopsis right
what's
now?
going on.
Oh wow.
What's going on in this movie? So he's
Caught us all off guard, didn't it?
It's coming back from a break. I thought. There.
so he's dead. Is what I'm trying to get to. He's healthy as
Early
a
in the
horse.
synopsis.
Healthy as a horse. Don't worry, there's not a lot left. Not a lot left. Healthy as a horse. So she would like to find out what the cause of death was. So she decides she's going to go up to the family and say, "Hey,
go!
I want an autopsy done." And the
He
family,
is in it.
the family is like, "No, we're not
going to
going."
whip Jelly Bean.
59.
You're whipping them?
It was like just whipping it in the air, just like I have. Like
Yeah, you
a
don't
job.
whip the dogs,
no, I
right?
don't whip the dog. No, I would never whip
Oh.
them. Accidentally.
Incidental contact. It's 49 RTE.
All right. It killed one?
he's just gonna take a lap off, I think.
Oh my gosh. Guys, it's the dead guy's sister-in-law. That's who did it. The dead guy's
Who did what?
sister-in-law.
Who did what?
And her brother, they killed the guy.
Oh.
And she hangs out with Brendan Penny. And that, my friends, was Family Practice Mystery!
Oh
What? Man, best synopsis of all time.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here.
Take the
Back to
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
Now, before all you people email me and go, "Brand, you didn't take this movie seriously. You didn't do a whole thing."
Let me save you the time. He didn't.
It's right. We
right.
agree.
Yes.
It's time for the hot take. It's where we share exactly how we felt about this movie. Brian, what'd you think? New mystery, family practice,
man.
Brendan Penny.
Yeah, big fan, Brandon Penny.
Of course.
Dan, you've been in my head since the last mystery.
Okay.
And I'm getting
Happy to be there,
yeah,
buddy.
absolutely. I'm getting tired of all the new mysteries. Like, I just wish we would know if, like, what's the intent with a new.
What are your intentions with my Hallmark?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
with our mysteries. Are they just testing out 35 new mysteries just to see? Are we eventually gonna pick a few?
So we have 100 new mysteries. We've narrowed down to 35.
Hillary, there is no kiss in this movie. No kiss.
Yeah, which I thought was good actually. I was glad it.
He does come over for dinner at the end, but there is no kiss.
Well, he's holding the dog.
Slow playing it.
This was just okay for me. I feel like they jammed a lot into this. A lot of information. There were a lot of like different directions or things in the story going on that were introduced and then like not really resolved. And I'm left with kind of a lot of questions. And even the mystery itself, like the motive, like just for money, like they're just rich people wanting to be rich. I'm like, that's just kind of lame. Like there's not much interest there. They never kissed, which I thought was a really good move. And Danny was adopted.
Danny was
And
adopted.
that's how we ended up there,
Tell me
so.
they're not watching Deck the Hallmark. I don't know what to tell you.
So
Danny, you didn't even get to that. Danny
Yeah,
was
so really quickly,
Danny was adopted.
I'll give you a couple of important things. One, she and Jack, the detective, he's like really welcoming to her, like being a part of this investigation, which I actually thought was nice because like in a lot of these mysteries, it's like, hey, this is police business, but he's just kind of like, come on in, let's have some fun. None of this is confidential at all. Like you can be a part of any of this because you're a dog, your family practice. And so like there's that, and that was nice that they actually liked working together like straight from the beginning. So that was fun, and they had some like good like flirty energy. It was nice. But also there is the guy who died apparently had a son that no one knew about until like after the fact. Like he did a DNA testing. It turns out he's 100% that guy's dad. And they find out about him because they kill him for money. They kill him because they had a lot of money in crypto, Doge, most definitely. Guys, and I get it. And so they went and asked him for money, and they're like, no. So they know that he doesn't have any next of kin. Next of kin would be his brother, who she's married to. And so, hey, let's kill him, then we'll get all the money, and it'll be great. But then they find out about the son that he didn't know about, and so they go and kill him too. And then there you go, Bob's your uncle. I didn't like it. It just was really slow. It felt like this movie was 2.5 hours long. It was slow moving. And wasn't really personally invested in the mystery aspect of it. And, I love Brendan Penny. And anytime he was on the screen, I'm like, I'm having a good time. But it was everything was slow moving, and it was ultra serious. Like, I didn't feel like there was any real like fun in this movie. Mm-hmm. And it like, aside from Brendan Penny being like, woof, at the thing, like, everything's very like serious, and she's very serious, and the kids are very serious, and it's like everyone's like super serious. And so you have these characters that I didn't really necessarily care all that much about, mixed with a mystery that I didn't give a squat about, and that's it's tough to overcome at that point. So I'd be okay never seeing another one of these. Dano?
Yeah, thanks, Brand. I hate it. I think this might be my least favorite movie we've watched all year, maybe years. And it's not the worst qualitatively, but it's my least favorite. It's the hardest I've ever had to concentrate or try to concentrate to just put my eyes forward on the TV and keep watching. I was playing a word game at one point. I was looking for reasons to get up and do things around the office. I just...
You guys need any pictures on up around here? Yeah. You need anything painted?
With mysteries, either the mystery needs to be compelling.
Is this loose?
Does this feel loose to you?
Do I gotta get on the table?
I gotta get my tools out?
Do you guys need anything from anywhere?
Because I'm gonna be under the table for a while.
That's right. Either the mystery needs to be compelling, or you need to foresee where they're going in future installments, or the characters just need to be fun and entertaining. And it strikes out on all of those. We've seen Amanda Schull and Brendan Penny and stuff we like them in. It's just not this. There is no chemistry there. I don't know why they would make more of these. She's just a family practice doctor that people die, and she's like, no, it is murder. It was so boring, so difficult to sit through. And we have so many mystery wheel pilots. Let's get back to some of those that showed more promise, which are all of them. All of the mysteries we've seen so far have shown more promise than this one. This was a tough watch. Normally the mysteries have a higher floor and a lower ceiling than the Hallmark movies. This movie just excavated to a new floor, way down lower than I thought possible. Maybe it was the timing. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I actively dislike this movie, even though like there's nothing qualitatively like filmmaking wise that you're like, what happened here, or editing wise. It's just not interesting or fun. So that's kind of the way. I couldn't do this for my full-time job. This, like, everybody's like, why do you watch movies you hate for your full-time job? I love it. Like, I love watching movies that I think are bad. Maybe there'll be a good one. Maybe it'll be fun talking about them. If the movies were this, I could not do it. It was actively not fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's time for all the feels where we talk about feels.
Sure.
Right?
The kid's getting a dog at the end. 100% the feels in this movie. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Weirdly enough,
Really good stuff.
I did find myself being the most interested in the twins in this movie.
Same here.
Like
Yeah.
this, hey, you're going to join cheerleader squad. You're going to be invited to this party. You can't invite your
Yeah.
brother. I don't want to be a part of it. We want a dog. All of that, it matters so little to this entire
Yes.
movie, but it was probably the only thing I actually kind of cared about. Like, hey, what was going to happen to... is she going to stand
Definitely.
up for her brother? I wonder. There is a line in this movie that's I asked multiple times, and I'm happy that someone said it out loud. You're a doctor. I don't understand why you're here.
That's right.
Yes. That's right. That's right. And so, you know what? I appreciate that. I imagine everyone asking this movie was asking the same question. And so for them to be like, let's just get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. And we're going to have someone actually say it out loud.
And
Dano?
here's the thing is there's a lot of these movies where the person that isn't in the police force or working for the criminal justice department, where they shouldn't be there. Hannah Swenson shouldn't be there. But in this movie, it is egregious how Amanda Schull is just grilling people. And then you're 100% right. Someone finally just stops and goes, wait a minute. You're a doctor. What are you even doing here? And it was wild that happened. And that's really this whole movie in a line. As far as feels for me, absolutely not. Nothing. No. Search my heart. Nothing to be found.
We're going to take a perk whip.
Yep.
We're going to take
Yeah, we are.
We're going to take a Perquit?
My doctor did not
I don't think-
subscribe those to me.
I think that's habit forming. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Bray, you can't sell drugs. You can't do that.
Hey, man.
I'm doing much better.
We're all on Perquits.
We're going to take a Perquit. You speak for yourself. You're not putting anything in my drink or
No
my
one
mouth.
else is doing that.
That's right.
No
Well,
one
my
else-
drink,
drinks
it was
have a
meant for
lid.
me,
That's right.
I'm practicing.
We're going to take a Perquit.
It's time for the wait what is what we're talking about. What is this? Let's go. Wait, what? Brian?
Yeah, I mean, restraining orders not allowed, I guess. It's like, at some point, I'm like, they can tell her to stop doing this, right? Like, she can't just show up everywhere all the time, wherever she wants. But she did. The authorities just could not have cared less about Russ. I think his name was Russ.
Yeah, we
Rest
don't
in
either,
peace,
clearly.
obviously. They just, not even a second thought. The surprisingly, Bren, let me get your take on this. The coroner did not really have a killer's face, in my opinion, in this movie.
No, and
You've been talking smack about corners.
Lots.
I have, and you know what? I will say, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe her.
Oh.
I don't even know if she's out there just being like, we did everything we can. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
She's not trustworthy.
She's not trustworthy.
Not a killer, but you
not
don't,
a killer,
you don't
but
trust her.
I don't trust.
Okay. So
And neither did she clearly.
Yeah, she
because she was like,
questioning her
"Hey, here's
right
a
and
list
left.
of things you could test. I'll do your job for you."
which she actually, I was surprised she took that list and said, "Okay, I'll do it." Like, nice. But she probably just crinkled it up, threw that
Right.
right in the trash. Serving a court order at a funeral is a baller move.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
That's the only
It
way.
is a move.
That's the only way I
That's
want to
a-
see them served from
that's
now
right,
on.
yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
And just
Finally
Coming
start
in
going
hot.
to. Maybe I'll finally start going to
Can't even
funerals. Am I
wait
right,
to-
boys?
Yeah, yeah.
Am I right?
just say, "Look what I got here."
That's what the sequel is. They just wait to graveside. They just go out there.
They all roll in with the
It's
sirens
like
blaring.
21 gun salute in the background. Here's a court order.
So
Sheesh.
no restraining orders allowed, no lawyers allowed
None.
in interrogations either. So not even a question. Like, do I get a lawyer for this
No,
conversation?
just let this
Nothing like
doctor
that.
ask you whatever she wants.
And they played the kids, which you're right. I was sort of more interested in the kids too. Their storyline, like what's going on in their lives. They were playing this game of Scrabble that I feel like, is it because they couldn't use the real Scrabble? They were doing it in a weird way where they each had their own words in front of them. Do you catch this? Like, is this a
They
different?
were building out their own.
Yeah, like it wasn't on a board of words.
I don't
that's
remember this.
interesting.
This could have been in one of my absences.
You were probably. I think you're tightening some screws
Yeah,
on
yeah.
some chairs. Yeah, in front of
Sorry,
them.
what was that, Aaron?
So they just had tiles.
They have the letters in front of them, and they're making the words in front of them.
bananagrams.
Is that what that is?
Oh, bananagrams.
I didn't know.
Bananagram.
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 I didn't know that was a real game.
You were
It's
so
tiles
close.
and you just kind of
Banana.
What, Aaron?
Bananagram.
Yeah, it's
It's a real thing?
Bananagram.
All right. Stupid me.
Comes in a little banana sack.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
does.
It does?
It does.
What's
It-
a banana sack?
it does.
It's a
Think
bag
about a
shaped-
sack shaped like a banana.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'd like to see some proof on that. This sounds like something a coroner would tell me.
Aaron just Googled
All right,
banana
it looks like a
sack on
banana
the
sack.
company.
Can I get a what are those things called? Are they going around your waist?
Fanny
Yeah,
pack?
fanny pack banana sack. That's
It's like I don't even know who you are anymore. You didn't know what a
You don't
fanny
even know
pack
I haven't worn one in a while.
Literally got you one
Thank
for
you.
Christmas 2
Yeah, that
years
looks
ago.
like-
What's
you
it
sure-
called?
The last
that
one I
is
had-
awesome.
It is we should all get them, huh?
Nope.
I'd
That
wear it.
looks great.
I'd
And it's
wear
got
it.
a koozie. Okay. The last one
Yo,
I had
it's
was
perfect for
at
summer.
the end. They have when they finally arrest the family. Well, that's a nice looking banana
Okay,
sack.
no one else, guys. We got to keep going.
That is
Absolutely.
of the banana sacks we've seen
Yeah.
on screen.
Yeah.
Probably the best all around, right? Wouldn't you say?
It looked nice and comfy.
Yeah.
The sirens at the end went on so long. It's like cars were still coming while the perps were done. Like they were gone to jail, and sirens are still blaring. It went on so long.
You're right. It did.
I have a few. At the beginning of this movie, they're breaking in. They get some stuff from one thing that is, secured with a padlock. Easy. Take it out.
Yep.
The other one, they go over and they try a code.
Yeah.
And they say it's not working. So then they just cut the padlock and they open it up.
Why?
What's the point of the code if you can just cut the padlock? Usually it's like one or the other. This is like, oh, it's not working. Boom, easy.
If you get the code correct, what happens?
what
is my
happens? Because
question.
it's still padlocked.
It's still padlocked. There's nothing you
So
can
that's tough.
Yeah.
There for me the most egregious, like, because she's going and she's like talking to people trying to get information, and it's like probably not your place to do that, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The one time where I was most like, what is she doing there, is when they did serve the autopsy court order, because you already tried to do that without the police. So like now I'm gonna for some reason go with the police to your brother's funeral and be there when he serves you. That's wild.
That's next level.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then she has the audacity to say, like, I don't like doing this police stuff. Yes, you do. You loved it. You ate it up. You willingly went to someone's funeral with the police to have them serve the autopsy thing. That's crazy. Speaking of the autopsy, at one point, are we not in agreement that the best case scenario would be that he died of natural causes? She's so like, there's no way. I just saw him. He was in great shape. She's rooting for a murder. She's rooting for there to be something. At one point, she says, I really hope that the autopsy proves that there was foul play. I don't know. Like, I understand, like, if you just saw him and he's really healthy, being like,
Well,
I bet there's more, but best case would be natural death, though, right?
Well, then
like,
she missed something.
Okay.
If it's natural,
Exactly.
then she missed
Okay.
something.
Doesn't
as
look
the
good for her,
doctor.
yeah.
so that's her whole thing.
Yes.
She's like, I hope this guy was brutally murdered, so I wasn't
Off
wrong.
the hook,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, I got
Looks
it.
bad
Great
for her,
Good
yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
Shout out to this high school party that has a guest list.
Pretty awesome.
Crazy. It's nuts. I just,
I didn't know they did that.
I didn't go to many
same here.
any high school parties.
Okay.
But I don't. Is there a bouncer at the door? What's her name?
You're not on the list.
You're not on the list. You get a scram. My favorite line of this movie is there is a guy who they're questioning. It's our guy Milo. They're questioning him because he sent some emails, and he says to Brendan Penny, "Sending emails isn't a crime." And Brendan Penny goes, "Maybe."
Yeah.
It's not. It's definitely not a crime.
Maybe. It is.
No, maybe.
You're right. It's
Definitely.
not a crime.
Maybe.
That's
Who
great.
can really say what is the law?
That's right.
Maybe if we had a
Dana?
lawyer here,
Yeah.
we could tell.
Maybe if there was a lawyer.
I
For the
under-
second time I'm questioning you, and you still don't have a lawyer present.
I understand why she wants an autopsy. I don't understand why the entire town of wherever this movie takes place is all conspiring to make sure that there is no autopsy performed. I've never seen a group of professionals just refuse to do any more than the bare minimum when determining cause of death. At one point, the coroner goes, sometimes the body just quits. He's 61 with a clean bill of health. No, that is not how that works at 61. And then the coroner says, well, it was just unknown natural causes.
Just keep going down the list.
You can't, it's what? No. Natural
Bananas?
causes is known. if we don't know what causes death, we can rule out natural causes, right? If we find it's cardiac arrest, not natural, right? Unknown natural causes is literally anything. Anybody, what? Like, you can't just do that.
Unknown old age.
There's a natural cause out there that's death, and it's not old age.
Haven't discovered it
And
yet.
we don't know what it is yet. We've not discovered it yet.
People are
That's
dropping
exactly
left
right.
and right.
It's unknown natural causes. That's what this
They
is.
die peaceful in their sleep.
It's a classic unknown natural cause situation. That is the sound of a murderer talking. Maybe it was unknown natural causes. I didn't do anything.
Maybe.
Did you do something? Maybe. I don't know. Amanda Scholl doesn't know what SVU stands for. Last time I checked, you're in between the ages of 30 and 60 and you live in America. You know what SVU stands for. Stop it. You also are a medical professional. You know what SVU stands for. You just don't. It's ridiculous.
Unknown.
Yeah, it's unknown. It's unknown. It's an unknown situation. They are hell bent on just saying cheerleader for everything, not cheer or cheerleading. They're like, "Are you going to try out for cheerleader?" Which is a bit that I felt like we would do.
Hey, apparently unspecified natural causes.
Unspecified,
is a
fine
thing.
with.
Okay.
Fine with unspecified. Yeah. That means died in their sleep. And could it have been a combination of clogged arteries and lack of air and all these things that happen when you get old? Yes. Unknown implies that we don't know. There's reasons that you die naturally that we've yet to discover. Maybe they're on planet Mars. That is way different than unspecified. Yeah, somebody dies in their sleep. We don't know specifically if it was they had the flu and heart failure. We don't know. So we just say unspecified. Unknown means we've not discovered it yet. We're just out here just doing things. They try to do a jump scare in this movie, and it's the worst attempt at a jump scare I've ever seen. It's a runner, a female runner running alone at night after she watches a dude run away, and it goes right it's like she just appeared out of nowhere. And
that's
Amanda
saying
Scholl,
something because Dan and I saw The Strangers Chapter 1 last week.
That's right.
And we saw some pretty dumb
Some
jump
pretty
scares.
dumb jump scares where people are supposed to be there and not, or vice versa. And you would hear this runner.
Yeah.
They're running on the sidewalk. You would hear them.
They'd be
you
like,
would see them. You would not just. They would not just show up out of nowhere.
Right.
All right. That's all I got.
It's time for what the Hallmark story wonder what could have been. Maybe has a good question still alive. Brian, what are you still wondering about? What would you like some answers to?
I was wondering about a lot. Like, basically everything they introduced and didn't wrap up. How did the kids end up adjusting? What happened with those kids in their friend group? What happened to that guy and his dog? Did he get that job at the cafe making sandwiches? Yeah. Why was that family broke? Why? Where did all their money come from? All this stuff, this background info. I was really curious. Maybe it's because the mystery and the story itself was subpar for my viewing that I had all these extra questions. And then what happens with Russ with the assets? From now on, who does it go to now? Because his kid died, right? The parents the brother and sister-in-law are going to jail. Who's left?
Yeah, but his brother didn't.
Oh, the other brother, maybe he gets it all, right?
Well, no, the brother, he didn't know about it.
Yeah, so maybe he does
Says
inherit everything.
He should still get it, right?
Yeah, I would hope so. For his sake, he deserves it after all his loss.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Just, I would like to know for sure. There's a lot of open
stuff. You care more than I do. I can tell you that.
So we talk a lot about how you shouldn't live in Hannah Swanson's town, stuff like that. I don't know how you do another one of these with the title Family Practice Mysteries. Because that would mean that somebody else is going to mysteriously die that she is the primary physician for. And at that point, there should be an investigation.
Yeah. That's what she doesn't want.
She don't want of course. That is, you're the person's, if she has two patients get murdered, that's next level in this small town. So I don't know how you do a sequel, especially with they really painted themselves into the corner. Family Practice Mysteries. Yeah. That's a corner.
It's they don't want it. It's like Hallmark's let's throw it out there.
We'll just do the one. If it's a one-off, if it's this, that was it's a Family Practice Mystery, then great. But it is mysteries, which makes it seem like there's going to be.
Yeah. At one point in this movie, Amanda Scholl's character brings home a Belgian Malinois mixed breed dog to her kids. her kids literally maybe 5 minutes earlier in the movie have been saying, you promised us a dog when we got back from Germany. She brings home this dog. It is not their dog. They're watching it. She does not call ahead. She does not tell them. She literally, her 2 children are like, we want a dog. You promised us a dog. She brings home a dog that is not theirs without any heads up at all. Mm-hmm. And I just want to know, who do you think you are? That's really the entire What the Hallmark. Why in the world would she not? Her kids are starving for a dog. They desperately want a dog. And why would you not give them a heads up and just go, hey, I'm bringing home a dog, but don't get too excited. It's not for us. We're doing a favor, right? Like that was a lot for me. That was a lot for me to handle there. Yeah. That's all I got.
We did, everybody. Congratulations. The good news is the week's not over yet. We'll be back tomorrow. Patrick's going to be joining us again. What's it called? What's
Mommy Meanest?
Mommy Meanest is the name of the movie. Looking for, what was that?
Were you looking for the show name, Deck the Lifetime Uncorked?
No, I was looking for the movie title.
That's why he said a little.
A little
Mommy Meanest.
A little Mommy Meanest. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, remember first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
The Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.